The permanent exhibition of the History Museum is located in a historic monument building built at the beginning of 20th century. The construction that housed the former Austrian prefecture was transformed to be used as a museum, the latest changes which completely changed the institution taking place between 2014 and 2016, as part of the European-funded project A Heritage Building Museum for the Third Millennium. The new permanent exhibition of the History Museum was inaugurated on July 31, 2016. The permanent exhibition, presented in 27 rooms, is based upon the regional history, but this cannot be understood outside the national history and the general European context. The visitor begins the journey in the prehistoric period, viewing the art and spirituality of the Cucuten culture, the fascinating world of funeral rites and practices from the Bronze and Iron Age, and the material civilization of the first Christian millennium. Next is the medieval period, with the beginnings of Suceava, the main residence of the lords of Moldova, the reign of Stephen the Great, the greatest Romanian of all times, the monetary circulation in this place. The medieval fashion and garments are noteworthy artifacts discovered archaeologically in the tombs of some churches. The story continues with the rooms dedicated to the Austrian period of the region. Bucovina is presented from military administration to duchy, marking then the First World War, the Soviet occupation and the drama of the Romanian refugees from Fântâna Albă in 1940. Following the presentation of the anti-communist movement and the recollection at the memorial dedicated to the victims of the Holocaust and the anti-communist repression. The exhibition presents the essential elements of the communist period propaganda, the creation of the new man and the decline. The permanent exhibition ends with the anti-communist revolution of 1989. To the permanent exhibition halls are added the permanent exhibition treasure hall, which houses unique objects with treasure value. The Princely Council Hall, the museographic reconstruction of the princely council for the court of the voivode Stephen the Great, which through the 20 characters reconstructs a monument with diplomatic significance. The temporary exhibition halls on the ground floor, the multimedia room and the attic gallery, where numerous events are held by the museum alone or in collaboration with institutions from the country and abroad. The virtual tour through Suceava in 1900. The visitors have the opportunity to admire the old architecture of Suceava, systematically demolished during the communist period. A major component of the activity of the Museum of Bucovina, which has been progressively developed and improved due to the newly created spaces, the new exhibition facilities and the technical equipment, is represented by the educational programs. At the History Museum, in a specially created and arranged space, the room for museal pedagogy, numerous educational activities take place for various categories of public, ranging from school hours in the museum, school otherwise, vacation otherwise, educational workshops or different topics, to temporary exhibitions, conferences, events of the ethnic groups, Germans, Poles, etc. All this complement the experience of visitors who know or find out that in addition to guided tours in the permanent exhibitions, they can spend their leisure time in a pleasant way, combining relaxation with formal or informal education. The Museum of Bucovina is the largest cultural operator in the east of Romania, managing besides the History Museum in Suceava a historical monument, the Princely Fortress of Suceava, an open-air museum, the Bucovina Village Museum, 6 thematic museums, 4 memorial houses, 2 ethnographic houses, and 2 conservation restoration laboratories.